It's all dumb. Oh, everything's stupid.
Beer's not.
Welcome to 2018. Everything's stupid.
Hey, you dumb
Do you
motherfuckers.
think the
Thanks for
world
watching.
is bummed out?
Stupid too.
Why don't we have
About
any
what?
chicken selects here?
I mean, I think
feel
there's lots
like
of parts of the
McDonald's
world
isn't
that's bummed
far,
out
but
right
chicken
now.
selects are gone. Okay, buttermilk chicken tenders
Excuse me.
is what's back in.
Why don't we have any buttermilk chicken tenders here right now?
Some well done
I want
fries.
You're
Good.
saying they're not as good as Wendy's. Was like immediately I'm like,
Yeah, but it's like up in the air. Like Wendy's doesn't have chicken tenders.
Yeah, they don't have the bigger chunks
You
of
know?
chicken.
Do they have chicken
they got
tenders?
chicken tenders now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they do.
See, I didn't know
We do.
this.
Okay, we need to send one team to Wendy's and one team to
We need chicken
McDonald's.
fries. We need chicken
It's like a
nuggets.
heist.
We need it for science.
Yeah, it's
Is
like a
that
heist,
chicken
but
fries still
with
in-
money.
I'll be on the roof.
Actual money.
I'll
Is that
scout.
Wendy's thing?
Wendy's had chicken fries, right? It was like
I
French
know
fries.
Burger King had chicken fries.
You're there,
was Burger
Scout.
King?
I don't see
Definitely
that
Burger
picture
King.
Wendy
Our
anywhere.
Wendy's also did.
So we should
lie.
get some nuggets and chicken tenders from both McDonald's and Wendy's.
And if
Is
you
there a
want to
Wendy's
get
close? Yeah, there is.
There it is.
crazy with it, yeah, it's not far. It's next to Jersey Mike's. Fucking white. God damn it.
It's fucking
White
table.
Castle got chicken rings.
Ooh.
They're like onion rings,
Is
but
there
it's
one
chicken.
of those here?
No,
Okay.
no, it upsets me.
And then if you really want to just get the one that'll blow all the rest of them away, you get something. Send someone down to Raising Cane's.
Ooh,
I mean, yeah, if you want to go, but we're talking fast food chicken.
Here's
I
what I
don't
think
know.
happened.
There's a Dairy Queen on Burn It. We can
I don't
totally
know.
get that too.
I feel like the drive-through is like the modifier there.
I
Does it
bet
have a
this
drive-through?
I don't know. I've never
Yes,
been
yes,
out.
Raising Cane's does.
Then I have to count
But
it.
the
I
only
bet
time I've
that's-
ever eaten it was when they brought it here, and
count
I
it.
ate like a
Technically
shit ton
legal.
of
I don't
bread.
know
You
where the
know?
nearest Raising Cane's is.
It was good. Why don't you guys do that
so
more
good.
often?
That bread. Oh,
You!
Yeah. All right.
There's one like way up north in like Pflugerville,
Yeah.
Round Rock area, but I don't like.
We're
one
never
There
gonna-
is not one convenient to anyone.
No, no.
Did you hear Alfredo just goes Pflugerville? Like you never
a
heard?
place.
You never heard?
Oh, I know
Pflugerville
it's a
yet?
place.
It's
That's
like-
all I have.
It's Austin. It's Austin. If you're going north, it's Austin, and then Pflugerville and Round Rock are like right on top of each other, and then you get Georgetown, which is further
And
up.
Pflugerville's actually like a little ville too, if you find it.
and
I
Starts
lived
with
in
a P.
Pflugerville for a long time. Didn't find it.
German, innit?
My grandfather had like
Kind,
there.
kind of
Sure.
funny. Andy Cortez. He was like, hey, where should you lived in fucking Austin? You worked at RT. Where should I live? He's like, oh
Don't listen
man,
to
like
him.
Pflugerville.
He's like, in a box
And
of
Jack, I was like,
935.
Jack was like, I'm not living in a place named Pflugerville. I was like, I mean,
The
you're right.
Pfluger family. I mean, that's
Right.
where it came from.
I would just,
Still
I
say
would just
Austin.
like,
like no one gives a fuck if you write Pflugerville.
you know who gives a
Because then
fuck?
they're gonna be like-
Everyone from Austin.
Yeah, they'd be like, where in Austin?
That was
like,
the thing I learned early on, which I didn't know
Pflugerville.
was the thing, because they were like, because I lived right across the street from the old office, which is pretty fucking south. It's about as south as you can get.
right,
South Austin.
right before you hit Buda.
Yeah, and so I would tell people like both in and out, like, oh yeah, I live in like South Austin. So many times in my first year of living here, I got like, where do you live? Where's South Austin? I'm like, I mean like on
Slaughter?
like Slaughterland. Like, oh, okay, that's Austin. And I'm like, what? And they're
Jesus,
like,
so
motherfucker, Jeff's one of them. Where he's like, motherfucker, saying they live in Austin. You don't live in Austin. You don't live in Austin. You live south of Austin. Kyle is in Austin.
People ask me, they're like, where do you live? I'm like, oh, Mueller.
Like, who
Like
cares?
near work. They're like, oh, that's awesome. If I told them Pflugerville, they'd be like, off to
See,
a
I
bad
just don't
start.
care. Hey, guess what?
Just lie.
I don't live in Austin.
Oh!
Oh,
Gotta start triangulating where you live.
Haven't for a few years.
exposed as fuck.
I don't know
Alright.
if I do or not. I think I live in
Lakeway,
I'm in
maybe?
the school system of Leander, so it could be Leander.
Yeah, it's brutal without that one little thing, man.
Yeah,
They had it down. Yeah. I moved outside of Austin because I bought a house.
Cheaper, innit?
You don't want to buy
Cheaper,
property.
Tax
bigger,
up to
just
something.
everything.
Inside Austin's awful.
It wasn't even like I didn't like I had a rough budget.
Where was the thing? Yeah, just put
It- the thing-
It was,
the thing
it was over there
was over
on Michael's
here.
side.
But,
It's the wrong place.
It's not nearly enough.
Yeah, no, it goes on this one.
Yeah, it goes over there.
Yeah, that one.
You think
But
the
it's
whoa,
still
the next
way
table it
off.
makes is gonna be level?
This is.
See, the thing is, like,
Not
I don't
it,
know.
yeah, it's this way.
It's worse.
It's this diagonal.
I don't know how much it's the table and how much it's the floor.
Wow. Also true.
Because this
There you go.
concrete
There.
floor ain't the
Good
probably
enough.
not the smoothest
Could
thing
you
in the
blow
world.
up the
Did I do your
bouncy
job
castle?
for you?
Did I just do your job for you?
I would like
Did
to
I do your
experience
job?
true level right here.
What we need to do is inflate the
Apparently,
bouncy
if I'm
castle
Rick and
under
Morty's
it
people,
to
you
level.
don't want to experience true level because then you can't go back. I hate it. I hate everything. Everything's so crooked. I just watched that again recently. Morty's Mind Blowers. It's a good one. It's a good show.
Good.
I like the show Rick and Morty. You should watch it.
I did not get into that show until like 6 months ago. But
I
man, am I happy I
I
did.
didn't get into it until maybe like a year ago.
Yeah.
I got into it like at the perfect time where I got into it. I watched all of it, which was 21 episodes.
Yeah,
It's
he's
the
binge
first
watched
2
the shit
seasons.
out of it.
I watched it like 15 fucking times because that's just what I do. I just watch it over and over and over again. But like, I didn't watch it and go, damn it, where's the new season? Like, I was like, what's this show? Oh, this is fucking funny. Oh, you guys have been waiting a couple of years for a new season?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like literally, I was like,
there it is.
Next
Yeah.
season's a month later. Sweet.
Yeah, I was a little further than that. I'd binged the show. I watched it a million times, and then it was like 6 to 8 months for the new season.
Yeah.
But even then, I was like, so
Like a
I,
regular show.
I watched it all last year. I mean, I never watched it before last year. I'm like, that show came out in 2013.
That's like people watching.
2013.
That's like watching people.
Maybe early
I did
2014.
not hear about that.
It was
said that wrong.
years.
2013, 2014,
Years.
2015.
That's like
did not
people
hear
watching
about it.
Lost for the first time. Fuck you. Oh God, Lost between seasons was such a brutal kick in the nuts.
And sometimes,
I would not be
sometimes,
able to imagine
from what I
watching
hear, I only watched season 1, but
Fuck
also
that.
from what I hear, sometimes between episodes.
Yeah.
Or like
They just
during the
waste
every
your-
every
yeah.
episode
Yeah.
ended with a what, and then it'd be like, God damn it, and then you have to
Yeah,
wait
they
till
were
the next
pretty
week.
bad.
There's a polar bear.
And
Why?
then seasons, like the season would end, it'd be like Locke's looking at a hole and a fucking light shines. I'm like, what the fuck was it? And then, oh, no, we'll be back in 6 months.
We'll
Like,
see
"Ah,
you guys
shit."
next
And then
time.
again,
They took Walt!
if I'm anything familiar with Lost, it's like we'll be back in 6 months. 6 months later, they don't even show you what the hell
no,
happened.
they
It's like,
don't.
First
listen,
episode-
on the other side of this island,
Yeah.
let's take you back.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over here.
We got Ben over here. Who
Yeah.
the fuck is Ben?
There was a polar bear. We didn't find
Why
out
was
about
he
it until
the-
like 6 seasons
Who's Desmond?
later.
Why is he in a
Miles?
goddamn hot air balloon? And then
Great
that one-
ending, though.
That one guy married the 16-year-old chick, right? Ben's dad, whatever, that creepy looking dude, he ended up marrying that Courtney Stodden chick. He was in Lost, yeah. Do you remember her? She was like the 16-year-old, like
I know.
with huge fake boobs
I
and
know.
was gross and
She had like 1,000 surgeries. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I know Damon Salvatore was on that show from
He
Vampire
was.
Diaries.
Ah.
He was. He
Who
was
was he in
there.
that?
Season 1. Pretty sure he gets bipped in season 1. Maybe season 2. White dude, black hair,
Yeah.
sexy looking.
Yeah, real.
Real CW
real
type
hard,
character.
yeah.
You know who else was on that fucking show?
I can't think of the
Yeah.
actor's name off the top of my head.
The
Fucking
brother?
Mac from Always Sunny was on there.
What?
Was it really?
He's an other. He gets shot.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I never
podcast,
watched
if
it.
you want to pull up a picture of
Rob McElhenney's
Rob
in that
McElhenney,
show?
I'm about 90% positive.
I
Rob
didn't know
McElhenney.
that.
Let's see here. Rob.
I've only watched
Mac-
season 1.
Oh Jesus.
Who
M-E-L.
will
Sure as hell
win?
wasn't
Jack or
Dean. You
Broadcast?
would have seen her big bird ass in the fucking forest.
Yeah.
Lost.
Let me. you do that. I'll look up
Oh, there
Damon
it is.
Salvatore.
Boom! Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking
He's
Yeah.
a
Lost.
baby.
Was he ever
too.
on the screen with his eyes open?
Yeah, I've got another. Here's another image of him there.
Jack's like, yeah, I got him saved on my phone.
Oh, there he
Every
is.
He
frame.
was. He was like
Yeah,
a guard or something.
I think he
right?
was an other.
That guy.
He was an other.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
the
a
brother.
guard. He was guarding.
Right.
The
Wait,
kid. He was
Season
guarding
3,
that one.
episode 7.
I think he was guarding that one kid.
There's moments before the last
he was
picture.
Aldo.
It was like the main bad guy's daughter's boyfriend that they were like fucking brainwashing. I think he was the guard of that building. I remember this because like, oh shit, Jackie, that's Mac. Always Sunny.
Is that how you were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so you watched that after Sunny?
She She didn't get into Lost until like a little bit later.
Lost was like 14 years ago.
It was a while
while.
ago. That's yeah.
When did Lost first air? What was the pilot? The pilot episode of Lost might be one of the best
I wanna say it
hours
was-
of TV ever.
I want to say it was
Fucking so good.
2004.
First like 3-4 seasons, great.
Which is also crazy. You think
After
about
that, I was
that.
like, what the
Lost
fuck?
started like right when Sunny did. Sunny's as old and it's still going.
Really?
Yeah, Sunny
Deserves to
started
keep
in
going.
2004 or
amazing.
2005.
Take a guess as to when Lost aired for the first time. What year?
2004.
I'm gonna guess like 2002.
2002.
September 20. I'm not going to give you a shot, Ryan. September 22nd, 2004.
I mean, I would have just gone with
Haven't
Michael
won.
because he knows how many seasons of Sunny there were, and if it started.
I
the same
just
year-
assumed it was earlier. I mean, I don't know.
And he was on season 3, so I'd have put it at 2006 or 7. So
He was Sunny was a bit going.
He just wanted a trip to Hawaii.
That's definitely like a season 2, top season 3 Mac for sure.
my favorite part of Lost was when the actors would get into drunk driving accidents and then get kicked off the show, and they'd have to write them off the show.
Did that happen a
Yeah,
lot?
that happened like 3 or
thing?
4 times. Where like
What?
Hurley's girlfriend, what's her name? Not Liz. She died in the show because she got into a drunk driving thing. Mr. Echo, who was the dude from Oz, he also got
Wait,
written off the show.
that's why he got written off? I
Yep.
felt like his death was so sudden.
Yep.
He got killed by the smoke monster.
Smoke monster
Yeah.
picked him
He
up
was
and
in-
slammed him in the ground.
he was in-
I was like, that's it? Echo, why?
He was in Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Was he?
That's
Yeah.
that's on Netflix.
It is. I saw it yesterday. I saw it on there.
I was watching a little bit.
I
of it.
literally saw it on there. It's like an early '90s movie, maybe mid '90s. And I literally just looking at it and knowing the whole thing is based in like I don't know if it's Africa or something like that.
Yeah.
They said some sort of like tribe or whatever. I put it on and I was looking at the thumbnails and I go, I wonder how offensive this is in 2018. That was the first thing I thought of because it's just like black people in face paint and like tribal shit. And maybe it's done well.
Best line.
I don't remember, but I
didn't
looked at it and I went, I bet it's not done
Yeah. I
well.
just remember, like-
That was my first thought. I bet this is a real Bugs Bunny.
Best-
This
Not a
movie.
lot of cultural sensitivity.
Best line of that movie was, "You must be the Monopoly guy."
He knocks him out. Do not play, let's go. Do not
Yeah.
play 300.
Yeah, do the top hat and a
I like
monocle and
it.
mustache.
I think it's that one where
He's
he
just-
starts doing the eye thing, and the guy's like, "My brother used to do that to me," and he's just going like this, and he's like pushing his fucking eye.
I
with
just
his
seen he
finger.
like burst out of the fucking robotic rhino.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just quoted a line that wasn't in the British version. Like, I only know that line because I just watched it on Netflix.
I mean, I think it was a line. I may have made it.
It
up.
is. It was. Absolutely.
Which
okay.
line?
They took it out of the British version?
Yeah, that's like 35 seconds cut from the British version.
Why? Why
Oh,
30
there
I made a
it
whole,
is.
seconds?
I made a
There's
whole
the Monopoly
tweet about
guy.
It's the Monopoly. Oh, he did have a top hat on. Okay. But he'd have a monocle.
What
and the
was
woman
your
had a
What was your tweet
fox.
about? What did it say?
It was all the differences in like the Netflix US version and the European version. Tons of it is cut.
Tons of it was
I let
35
it. My
seconds.
childhood was a lie.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah, but like moments where, because I'd seen the movie.
Tons of 2-second
It was
moments.
Ace Ventura, Pet Hero.
Hero Detective.
So
But if you watch them back to back, if you watch Pet Detective and then When Nature Calls, he's so different in the second one. He's just an absolute nightmare, insane person. Like
Yeah.
every interaction he has with every person is like there's a lunatic. He's
Well,
been left out. At least in the first one, he's
they
actually
allude
like
to he's actually smart, you know.
yeah,
just
he's like
talking
trying to like
people.
actually be a detective, trying to figure stuff out. He's having like actual conversations with people. The second one is just like what what can he do that's insane in this scene?
I would love to see the script for that movie. Like, where it's like Jim Carrey does weird shit. Okay, and like, all right, Jim, go nuts.
The thing is, the script probably doesn't say that. And
Yeah.
He was just like,
Just goes
I
off
don't
the cuff
care.
anyways.
Yeah.
So we've got him doing weird shit.
Ace
We've got-
comes in and delivers a line. He just goes.
And he talks
That's
out
like
of
the
his ass.
quintessential Jim Carrey to me. Is
Yeah.
Ace Ventura, just like fucking insane, talking out of his ass.
See, I like cable guys
Just
like Jim
like-
Carrey, like the kind of weird.
It's definitely that's
sadistic,
weirder.
weird
That's
stuff.
yep, and there
And
he
that being
is.
said, Eternal Sunshine of the
There
Spotless
he-
Mind is probably one of my favorite movies.
The
of
left
all
is
That's
like-
time.
that's the first one, right?
Well,
that's one.
You gotta go
That's
further
the
back.
first
How about
one.
old Fire Marshal Jim?
Fire Marshal Bill, you mean?
Bill, is it? Okay.
I like
all burnt up.
I like Truman Show too.
Truman Show's good.
Truman Show was good as fuck.
How about his current work?
Ahead of his time. What is
His current work, that
There's that
Netflix show,
documentary.
that Netflix
Oh.
documentary where he apparently was a huge
lunatic.
fucking asshole
Or,
lunatic.
Crazy,
Kick-Ass
man.
2.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty great in Kick-Ass 2.
But then
Then he like
turned on it.
regretted
Yeah, but
that
then he
role.
hated it
Yeah.
after,
He's like, I don't
like
support
before it
all
came
this
out. He was like,
violence.
"Fuck violence." It's like, well, you're the guy with all the guns. Why'd you do it?
Yeah.
Did you
Do you
see
think
that?
maybe at any day when they were putting the 15 guns on you, you would have been like, "No, I don't want this paycheck." But now that you're fucking paid, let me complain about it after the fact. Fucking Katherine Heigl style.
Did you see John Bernal from Punisher basically said like, "Oh, what about all your alt-right fans?" He goes, "Fuck them." He's like, "Fuck all those people that think like the Punisher is like an actual hero." Yeah, I was like, "Oh, huh, that's interesting."
He also he called. I was reading a thing about him talking about Kevin Spacey when the whole thing came out, and he was like, "He's a bully." He said when he met him on Baby Driver, and he said he was a real asshole piece of shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was like, "Fuck that guy. Fuck you. I'm the Punisher, and I think you're an asshole."
Sounds about right.
I well, you know what I like about watching the Punisher?
What do you like about watching the Punisher?
It's pretty good in itself, but also I like finally not hating him because the only main character I saw, what's John
John Bernal, right?
Bernal or Berthal?
Bernthal?
Bernthal. There's a T in there.
Bernthal.
There's a TH in there. Yeah, Bernthal.
Sorry, I'm way off.
Biggest douchebag asshole ever on The Walking
The Walking Dead, yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
his character.
Oh my
But
God.
like, I was waiting for him to not be a douchebag asshole. Kind of also a douchebag asshole in Baby Driver. Funny and short, like it's in and out. It's a movie. But I was like, hey, you're like a guy I can actually root for while you're going kill him, punish him, kill him. That's what I was like.
But at least
yelling.
it's motivated.
All right, so
Yeah,
you watched
yeah.
all the Netflix
I've
Marvel
watched them all.
series.
They're all in here.
What order would you put them in? So we've had Luke Cage. We've had
Of like goodness.
yeah, like what would Daredevil season 1 and 2? You've got
Daredevil.
Iron Fist is at the bottom for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Iron Fist, and honestly, for me, Defenders is next
really.
Because
Nah,
like they just
dude.
didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing. Like they had all these shows. You had Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, 2 seasons of Daredevil, and it led to Iron Fist, or it led to Defenders,
Dude.
which was just like. You could have made Defenders without any of those other shows.
I was-
like, it didn't add anything. Like, I've been thinking like Avengers almost. Like, they're all
Yeah.
gonna boom. They're fighting. First of all, it's only 8 episodes. All the other ones are 13. It's short as fuck.
Okay.
And a lot of them are like 50 minutes to an hour. Defenders, 8 episodes, like 45 minutes every single episode.
Huh.
Like, I watched Iron Fist, then Defenders, because that's the order they came out in. Iron Fist is almost twice the length.
Wow.
Like it's, and I just say most of them are that long. Like, Defenders is almost half the runtime of every other Netflix show. So then even that, you got like, okay, well, they're gonna like do Avenger style and fight and shit. Of the 8 episodes, they don't all meet until episode 4.
Shit, really?
Like, and it's not like awful, but there's a fuck ton of just talking, of just standing, and in my head, I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be Avengers. Like,
Yep.
you had 4 whole fucking series with me. They're gonna get in and just start
Yeah,
like,
yeah, go to
and
town.
not at all. Like, it's
I mean,
okay. It's
that's-
okay. It's not like this is bad. Like, Iron Fist was kind of bad.
Kind of the signature move of the Netflix Marvel series is they're gonna waste some of your time.
It's just like I felt like all the other shows, like, definitely waste my time, but there's definitely a payoff. I felt like there wasn't really a payoff in
I
Defenders.
couldn't stand Defenders
There
and Iron
wasn't
Fist.
a
I
single
couldn't.
part in Defenders where I was like, oh fuck! Like, I got that from almost every other show.
Yeah.
I remember
It's just sort of like,
Danny Rand.
hey, we're here and we got it.
hate
It's
him
also
so
bizarre
much.
too because he's a completely different character in Defenders and Iron Fist, like night and day.
Well,
like
it's a different
to-
showrunner.
Totally
They kinda,
different.
like poke fun at him, right? Because I guess
They did.
Yeah.
like Iron Fist, they kind of like it was like very over the top serious,
They-
and they were
yeah.
like, yeah, like they took the piss out of him in Defenders.
So
From
what
what I
is
understand, I haven't seen it. That's what I.
What is a
gathered.
good order?
I don't know.
Daredevil 1 and 2 are great. They're both really good. I probably prefer season 1. My
one's definitely better.
only complaint with Daredevil season 2 is like I felt like they did too much, like with the Punisher thing and the
Elektra,
Elektra thing,
yeah.
because they're kind of separate. Like
Yeah.
you intro the Punisher, like half the season's about the Punisher. Then in the middle of that, they sort of intro Elektra, and then like as the Punisher thing wanes off, her thing ramps up. But then Punisher comes back like right at the end and has kind of his whole like it's kind of weird pacing, but it's still good. It's still a good season.
Okay.
Jessica Jones was fucking fantastic.
Jessica Jones. is
I
great.
really like Jessica
I watched
Jones.
the first episode of that, and like Katie can't do violence, so we watched the first episode. It was like, well, you'll never watch any more of this because it ends in the elevator scene with the girl who's been taken
Yep.
over, and it's like, yeah,
It's not good.
Katie's like, no, I'm not.
That's
not ever
most
gonna
of the
watch this
Netflix shows. They're pretty fucking violent.
They're very
They
violent. I
kill
watched all of
people left and right.
I watched all of Daredevil on my own because I knew she wouldn't be into it. Because like episode 3 of Daredevil, the guy like impales himself on a fucking.
Oh my
spike. It's
god,
like,
yeah. Yep, he sure
yep,
does.
Yep. So
he sure does.
And then fucking Kingpin slammed the
I
guy's
did
head
like
indoors.
I did like
Jesus.
that part of that logic too of Daredevil season 1 is you know who Kingpin is, the audience. You know, Wilson Fisk is Kingpin, you know, Vincent D'Onofrio. But like that's a huge thing in the show, a plot that like no one knows who the Kingpin is.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the Kingpin's running the criminal organization, but people don't even know who he is. They don't know who he really is. And it's like, oh, you can't. It's like almost Voldemort shit. Like you can't say his name, you can't do this, you can't do that. And that's one of the moments like episode 3. The guy's like, if he knows, if he finds out, and he kills himself. You get like episode like 9, and it's like Kingpin. Hey, how you doing, Fish? Kingpin, I'm the Kingpin. And then Kingpin here. How you doing? I'm Kingpin. I said Kingpin. Nice to meet you. And I'm like, it's just completely at one point. They're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's like hardcore. They're like, we don't speak his name. No one knows. It's like, Mr. Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, your coffee's ready. Come get it. They just go
Kingpin
nuts
written
with
on
it.
it.
It's just like by the end of it, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But still. Daredevil season 1's probably my favorite, and then
Yeah.
maybe there's like a nostalgia thing with just because it was the first one.
So,
but
okay,
it
so-
was really good.
So Daredevil season 2, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. I imagine the best 4.
those are all good. Those are
Luke
absolutely,
Cage
in my opinion.
I couldn't
I
get
watched
into
the first episode of Luke
Here's
Cage.
the thing
too.
with
I was
Luke
like, I liked
Cage.
it too.
I really enjoyed Luke Cage. Some people liked it, some people didn't. The problem with Luke Cage is, I don't know how to say it without spoiling it, but basically like, not even the second half, maybe like the last third is nowhere near as good as the first 2 thirds.
Right.
They already have a bad guy that's a fantastic bad guy, and because it's like there's plot. It's not just like
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy. It's like what's Luke Cage doing? What's the bad guy doing? Like there's tons of scenes of the bad guy doing shit, which also kind of rationalizes his mentality, you know, of
Yeah.
like, oh, he's not just some crazy
not just an evil
psychopath, you know what I
motherfucker.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's just doing his thing. And then like 2/3 through the season, they kind of like swap bad guys, and the other bad guy's literally just like, I'm a bad guy with guns. And it's like, who cares? Who cares about this character? And it's just like, from that to the end is kind of like,
That was probably the most of all of them, the most like super powered series though.
yes, for sure.
it's nonstop,
For sure.
like-
I mean, you can't get around it. He's like, bullets don't hurt me. So
impenetrable.
from episode 1, people shoot him. He gets shot 1,000,000 times every single episode.
Yeah.
Every episode, at some point, he's got to take someone's gun and like bend it in half.
I saw
Like,
the- I saw
people
this-
don't learn.
I saw the
okay?
scene in the convenience store where it's like the RZA is in there too, like from Wu Tang, and he fucking walks and he's all shot up, and he's like trades him jackets, and the RZA's like, oh fuck yeah, that's pretty.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. It's like, oh,
That was
shit.
it was a cool thing where I wish I watched it when it came out because I feel like it passed now. That was a thing where, like Ryan said, it's like they're big on the superpowers and shit. So he gave him the jacket and he got like a new jacket, and then basically like in the show, like I think it was gray, whatever the fuck color the hoodie was. A hoodie with bullet holes was like a thing. It was like Unity with like Luke Cage.
There it is.
So there's like tons of people like on the streets wearing those jackets.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I'd buy one of those. And the show's like 2 years old though. I was like, I immediately wanted to buy one when they cut to a montage scene of people like
That's cool.
Cage, and they're all wearing like bullet hole jackets and
okay.
shit.
I just remember people tweeting me about a certain episode, and when I watched it, and like Luke Cage, like he walks over to this kid, he's like trying to like teach him how to be better, and the kid's like, "Is your name Alfredo Diaz? Because that's my dad. He left like years ago." I'm like, "Fuck! I didn't have a kid. I didn't keep anybody. Don't do this to me, Marvel."
I didn't even remember that.
So
that's funny.
I'm in the cinematic universe.
I mean, your name
I
is.
apparently had a kid and I left him. Sorry.
Maybe you were the kid, and then Alfredo Diaz was your father. You're like a junior. That could be it.
Maybe.
You never know. You might as well watch them all. Iron Fist is not good. Defenders is like, it's okay, but also it's so short, you might as well watch it. But here's the problem about Defenders, right? You got all these characters. You got Luke Cage, you got Daredevil, you got Jessica Jones, you got Iron Fist. Everyone knows Iron Fist was the worst show and his worst character. Guess what the Defenders is fucking based on, the main plot? It's Iron Fist. So it's like, hey, you know all that crap you just watched for 13 episodes that you didn't really care about? It's the main character of this one. So, and it's kind of stupid because they're like, the whole thing is like, oh, the Iron Fist, the Iron Fist, the Iron Fist. The guy punches a wall. That's it. That's what they want him for. They're like, the bad guys want him. We need his power, this and that. Hey, Iron Fist. Hey, try to punch me. Oops, I dodged it. You punched that wall behind me. Thanks. It took 8 episodes to get to there. Then what happens when they punch the wall? Nothing. The whole fucking thing is like, if he punches this wall, we're all dead. The hand's gonna fuck us to shit if he punches this wall. The hand's gonna get with the, you know what happened? He punched the wall, and then the hand got nothing anyway. Then Daredevil's like, let's blow up the fucking building. I'll just throw some bombs in. We'll cave the whole building, and that makes sense. Remember that hole from Daredevil season 2? Like, it's a hole. Where does it go? It goes to the Defenders plot. That's where it goes, and it's not great. It's not a great plot. It's okay. It's not fantastic. You can fucking use your time doing something else. I'm just saying. It's all right, but I've watched it all, and I'll, you gotta watch it if you're gonna complain about it. So, it's okay.